tonight's big story breakdown, we are keeping up with the Capitol. A major focus right now is how to legalize sports betting in Oklahoma.
Lawmakers held an interim study on that issue today. Fox 25's Rob Hagan joins us now with a look at the renewed push to get the legislation across the finish line. Rob.
Well, Adam, Wendy, Oklahoma is ranked second in the country for the most casinos, and we even have horse racing. Ironically, Oklahoma is still among 11 states without legalized sports betting, but 2 lawmakers are trying to change that. A room of state lawmakers and Thunder leadership are pushing to legalize sports betting in Oklahoma, and they're starting with a PowerPoint presentation.
Arkansas now has it. New Mexico has it. Texas is going to make a push on it, and I've said all along I want to beat Texas on this.
Missouri News showed people crossing state lines from Missouri to Kansas to make bets on the side of the road on their phones. And State Senator Bill Coleman and State Rep Ken Luttrell won a piece of the multi-million-dollar revenue.
One of the challenges has been, I think, getting everybody at the table.
Oklahoma has a lottery, and bingo. But in order to legalize sports betting, they have to go through all 38 tribes under the Gaming Compact.
And that's been one of the hiccups among the tribes themselves, is trying to get them to agree how they would like to do the online sports betting.
We can solve this problem. We need to understand where the edges are. We need to understand what's legally available. And then we need to lock arms and move forward.
Matthew Morgan with the Oklahoma Indian Gaming Association says the state takes no risk, offers no investment dollars, and has shown a lack of enforcement on illegal gambling. And before an agreement is made, the state of Oklahoma has to prove there will be a substantial economic benefit for the tribe. And the bills to legalize sports betting in the state are still eligible to be heard the next legislative session. That's in February. But no matter what, everything has to go through the tribes. In studio, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Rob. And the State Board of Education sending a $4 billion budget request to the state legislature. They approved that proposal today after missing the October 1st deadline. At their last meeting, the board voted to table the budget, saying they felt they needed more time and information. With the new superintendent in charge, there were tweaks made to the budget that had been proposed under Ryan Walters.
It was very similar. There were a couple of line items specific to Great Expectations and Imagine Reading and Math that I believe he proposed come out of the budget. We put those line items back in, and the benefit allowance, if it wasn't identical, it was very, very similar.
We're told the more than $23 million difference in what was appropriated for fiscal year 26 to what is being asked for fiscal year 27 can be attributed to several things.
Flexible benefit allowance, and then the civil rights curriculum is a decrease of $50,000 because that program has ended.
I think in education that it's time for us to get back to the basics, the X's and the O's, and that starts with literacy at the earliest level. And to teach that well, we have to have great teachers, and it's no secret that we've struggled to retain teachers and recruit teachers. So we have to recruit and retain teachers to teach literacy, so it's they're both needed.
The legislature will consider the agency's budget request when they convene for the 2026 legislative session in February. November right around the corner. That means several new laws that lawmakers passed earlier this year are getting ready to take effect.
Many of them dole out tougher penalties for certain offenses. Fox 25's Grant Palmer joins us live here.
Adam and Wendy, these laws cover a lot of ground, from stricter requirements and penalties for drivers to expanding coverage for life-saving testing.
November 1st isn't just the beginning of a new month in Oklahoma. It's also the day where a new batch of laws go into effect.
Some of them focus on being more strict behind the wheel, like Senate Bill 54.
Where you can be charged with an aggravated DUI if
your blood alcohol level is 0.15 or higher, you cause an accident,
you're eluding law enforcement, you're excessively speeding,
or if you have a minor in the car.
Another one is House Bill 2263, which prohibits drivers from merely holding a cell phone in a school or construction zone.
When you see orange cones, put your phone down. please.
It was in part designed to protect workers like Jeleno, who was ran over by a distracted driver.
There's cones all over the state of Oklahoma, but there could be a person behind each and every one of those. They want to go home too.
Meanwhile, Loria and Ashley's law will require those convicted of being an accessory to murder to serve 85% of their sentence before being eligible for parole. This stems from the Loria Bible and Ashley Freeman case. In 2020, Ronnie Busick was sentenced to 10 years but served less than 5.
Nothing was ever said that there was a possibility that in less than 3 years he would be out. No one talked to us about whether it was 85% or it wasn't.
One law going into effect that was also at the center of controversy is House Bill 1389, which was initially vetoed by Governor Kevin Stitt.
It expands health insurance coverage for mammograms and other diagnostic tests.
I was stunned, because 1 in 8 women in the nation are diagnosed this year, 1 in 6 in Oklahoma.
Those 4 are just a few of over 250 laws that are set to go into effect November 1st. You can check out more on those on our website. Reporting in studio, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Grant. And that was your big story breakdown. You can stay up to date on the efforts to legalize sports betting and other interim studies happening at the Capitol on OKCFox.com.
Plus, be sure to check out our previous big story breakdowns on our YouTube channel. Scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.